A war torn country, a famine stricken camp, and now the only lifeline, Doctors Without Borders, is pulling out. 500,000 displaced people in Sudan's Zamzam camp are left to fend for themselves as violence spirals out of control. Doctors Without Borders, or MSF, has halted all humanitarian work in Zamzam camp, North Darfur. The reason? Intensified fighting between the Sudanese military and the Rapid Support Forces. MSF says it's now impossible to deliver life saving aid. The organization has shut down its field hospital and suspended all medical services in the camp. MSF's head of mission in Sudan, Yahya Kalia, calls it a heartbreaking decision. The group simply cannot operate amid escalating violence, blocked supply routes, and a lack of medical staff. Sudan's civil war erupted in April 2023 between the military and the RSF. Since then, over 24,000 people have died, 14 million have been displaced, and famine has gripped the country. Fighting in Zamzam intensified on February 11th and 12th. MSF's field hospital received 130 wounded patients, many with gunshot and shrapnel wounds. But here's the issue: MSF's facility was set up for malnutrition treatment, not trauma care. 11 patients, including 5 children, died simply because they couldn't be treated or transferred to a better equipped hospital in El Fasher, the regional capital. The crisis doesn't stop at healthcare. Food and water access has been severely compromised. Zamzam's central market was looted and burned. Displaced families from Abu Zerega, Shagra, and Saluma have arrived with horror stories: killings, sexual violence, and looting. Even MSF's ambulances aren't safe. In December and January, two were shot at while transferring patients to El Fasher. Now, with the roads even more dangerous, critical patients, including those needing emergency surgeries, are trapped. As if things weren't dire enough, US aid cuts have made the situation worse. The US government, under President Donald Trump's executive order, froze all humanitarian assistance for Sudan. The result: almost 80% of emergency food kitchens have shut down. Before the cuts, these community kitchens fed nearly 2 million people. Now, aid workers report widespread hunger. Volunteers say people are screaming from hunger in the streets. The US State Department has exempted emergency food aid from the freeze, but confusion remains. The normal process for funding approvals no longer exists, and aid groups don't know whether they will receive cash assistance or only in kind donations. With MSF gone, food kitchens shut, and war raging on, Sudan's humanitarian crisis is spiraling further. Aid groups are scrambling to fill the void, but without funding and security, the future looks bleak. Will international pressure force a response, or will Sudan's crisis become another forgotten tragedy? Stay tuned for more updates.